Hello and welcome back. I'm Ohoho, and today is a very special day. Not because of this Lucky Chocolates event, which I have been scammed. It is special because we've got a new outfit for our Nova class. If you go into the store page, go into apparel, you'll see that there is a new outfit, two actually, called Imperium. The regular Imperium and the Autumn Imperium. I think that's how it's pronounced. I could be wrong. This is how it looks like. Now, our Nova is a bit on the tall side, so you can see that this particular outfit emphasizes the legs quite a bit. The skirt is exceptionally short for reasons best known to the male developers at Black Desert, the guys at Purvis. And then there is the Autumn, which is more or less the same, albeit you've got more parts, more metal parts protecting your thighs, some more stockings, and a little bit of a different helm. So other than that, there is pretty much no difference between the two. The rest of the armor stays pretty much the same. Now moving on to weapons, this is the same as well. Your weapons are very much the same. Well, this is the Awakening Sting, which is basically the same. Your shield, mighty awesome, looks like that on the Autumn, and to the non-Autumn, the regular Imperium, it also looks like that. It's the same. So the difference mainly will be to decide between your helmet, whether or not you want your thighs to be open to the breezy winds, and whether or not you prefer a little, I don't know what that is, a dragon sign on your helmet, and a little bit more armor to go along with your very, very flowy and revealing skirt. Now, with that being said, I think, for all intents and purposes, should point out the fact that if you happen to be a connoisseur of underwear, stockings, and whatnot, you'll realize that if you have custom underwear, you go into, if you're wearing this, for example, you go into the outfits, so your underwear actually defaults to a black underwear, which is not very pleasing, to say the least. And you can see that the textures actually don't work right. So that is a bit unfortunate. You will be stuck with the default black underwear, and that is the same case for both. So your underwear will be black. Now with that being said, we've actually been waiting for this outfit for quite a while, so we're gonna get this outfit. Alright. It's so expensive, but here we go. Okay, we got it. Okay, first impressions. I must say, the outfit itself looks pretty nice, as we've come to expect from Black Desert Online developers. You have a interesting little glow effect on your right hand. I think that is the unique animation for this outfit. And our Nova just yawned. She's clearly bored at us. Moving around seems to feel quite okay. Our little skirt at the back doesn't seem to be blocking movement or clipping into our legs that much. Pretty good job, I must say. I still can't understand why there is no chest protection for our Nova, even though this is supposed to be inspired from the Roman legionnaires, or should I say Calphian legionnaires. But I guess that is the will of the male guys, the male population in Purvis. We simply have to follow. And now that we've gotten a horse, we are gonna ride to, I believe, Ovia, where we stored our seasonal weapon from a long time ago. In the meantime, we can also take a look at how the weapon will look like when we are riding on a horse. And off we go. So, as you can see, normal riding, I think the Doom horse fits quite well with the default color scheme. You will notice that the back skirts, they actually kind of bend along with her legs, which is a little bit unnatural, but it seems kind of okay because all things considered, it doesn't clip too much. It just kind of digs into your horse's back, which could be bad for long-term health. There doesn't seem to be any noticeable clipping for the time being. I can't see any clipping for the time being. Seems okay. So now we'll automatically sprint. and I'll see you guys in Novia. Now, as you can see, we're back in Novia. We've gotten our weapons and our shield and Koratums are out. Our Morningstar is ready to flail at somebody's face. Now, looking at how the armor and the weapons look like in game, I must say that they look really good. It really gives off the Legionnaire vibes from the Roman Empire. The Morningstar is... I think it's a pretty unique Morningstar. I think it's gonna be an acquired taste. But the shield, oh, I'm digging this shield. This shield is... Do you like this shield as well? Right? Okay. Yeah, so we the shield is definitely something we I think it's pretty good. It's really good. Let's take a look at how some of her abilities look like. The Thornwood guards have not changed. They look the same. Now if we launch attacks, feels pretty normal. I don't see anything or any issues that I should point out. Even when you're walking back, your legs don't clip through the back of your skirt that much. So I must say things look alright. Other than that, everything else, your effects, your pawns, your axiom feels exactly the same. Yep, nothing much has changed in that respect. Let's go into dice and see what we can do with this. Gonna be looking at the metallics first, I guess, since this is something that most of us will be looking at. Okay, so metallics wise, I remember that the event page for this particular outfit mentions that the black lace, the stockings, cannot be textured or cannot be dyed in this case. So we'll see. So this part refers to the little ribbon up top. The is this the entire armor? Let's take a look at that. Or is it just the trim? I hope it is only the trim. Yep, it is just the trim. So of course, so your trim can be dyed. This is your this is the actual plate armor itself. Wonder how you will react to if we put it to, let's say, snow sky. Hey, pretty good combination, right? Looked quite well. Again, this is your cloth bits. Let's see how it reacts on the different kinds of cloth. Your dark purple, your rocker blood basically becomes a deep type of brown, almost chocolate. I must say though, there is a little bit of a lack of definition when it comes to the textures here. A little bit disappointing, honestly. What if we choose red? Oh, with red, the textures show a little bit, but I wish there were more. Now let's go with something that suits royalty, like blue, ocean blue. It's a bit too light for ocean blue. Deeper blue. Blues don't seem to be working from the Omvia range. Sorry, the basic dye range. Let's look at purple. Okay. So that's how purple looks like. This is pink. It's kind of pink, dark pink, cloth pink, I would say. And this is how white looks like. And then here you go, black. You can have it in any color as long as it's black. This is the metallic trim around the skirt. Oh, so the bits here, the little lace bits here can be dyed. And then number 6 will be the jewel that is on her neck. I wonder if this one will react well to some of my palettes that I've saved. Okay, so with the jewel, basic dye looks like this. Ovian dye is like that. Valian like that. Heidelian like that. Kaplanian like that. A bit more metallic. Calphonian like that. Median looks a bit shinier. Almost like it's been coated with a layer of, or wrapped with a layer of aluminum foil. And finally Valencian dye, I mean. This looks the most metallic, but at the same time, because of the texture of the model itself, it looks a little bit like aluminum foil with Median dye. But of course, this is only the first impressions. We could find that they'll work better with different colors. Now, going back to number 7. 7 will be it seems to be the decorations around her belt. It's a little bit warped. And then number 8 will be your leather itself, which you can customize. Let's see how well it responds to the basic dyes, because the basic dyes tend to be your best source of leather colors. That's rocker blood, a little bit of red, cinnamon brown, strong brown, dark browns, hot orange, deep browns, zest browns. I think this is standard leather material for Parabis. Most of the colors here seems like they will work quite well. But of course, green will never be, like light green will not be a good idea. Dark pickle seems to be acceptable. Seaweed as well if you're into green leather. Number 9, what is number 9? Where are you? Number 9? Ah, number 9 is the back of the skirt. Again, we can see a bit of the surface texturing at a distance, but once we zoom in, you can almost see the vertices, which is I guess only noticeable if you zoom in super close. Number 10 will be the gold trim, and number 11 will be the black lace. So I guess there's a correction to be made. It seems like the black lace around your chest, your arms, and your thigh and your feet might not be colorable. Let's put that to the test. Going to there we go, gloves. So like gloves, we've got 3 standard colors, standard channels for colors. First is your leather glove itself, followed by the armor, the gold trim around the silver armor, and then the silver armor itself. Yep, so the lace itself can't be colored. Let's go to boots. Boots again, your leather comes first, and then followed by your trim around the gold metallic bits, and then finally the silver armor itself. So again, the black lace cannot be colored, which is unfortunate because this part can actually be colored as well as the little section around the miniskirt. A bit of an odd decision if you ask me. Now moving on to the Morningstar. Morningstar, you've got the, I think this is the gold bits. Yep. The gold bits can be colored if you so wish. Nice. Then this will be the inner side of the Morningstar. You can go for a different color. Whoa, that is really shiny. A lot of gold. It will seem like the outer metallic and the inner metallic share different reflective values. You can play around with the settings here, I suppose, to find your perfect blend of color. Make it purple if you so wish. Or perhaps to match the shield, we can make it red. That'd be too much red, but and then the last part will be the handle, I think. Seems like it's just a handle. Oh no, it's not just the handle, it's also the outer bits. So the gold that channel 0 refers to is actually the inside of these 2 parts of the Morningstar, whereas your handle itself actually covers the outer edges of the Morningstar as well. This might make dyeing a little bit difficult for certain themes and looks, but at the very least they share different surface properties. So metallic is still metallic, and zooming in only reveals a bit more flaws about the model, so we can't really tell. Now to the shield. This is a part of interest for many people, I believe, while looking at this outfit. Channel 0 changes the main color of the shield, both front and back. Channel 1, the metallic bits, which is, I don't think it includes the middle rod. If you go into, yep, no, the middle rod is excluded. And finally, the third channel, or channel 02 in this case, seems to be controlling both the outside, which I think looks like a shade of light gold, and the rod in the middle. So here you have a dilemma, because if you want to keep the colors separate for both, you can't dye it, otherwise you will change to the same color. What if we use a basic dye? Would the white bit still look metallic along the edges? Unfortunately, it doesn't seem that way. Yep. I guess this is a generic surface. This is the edge of the shield is a generic surface, which you will just follow whichever surface color you've chosen from Valencia to basic dye. And lastly, I should point out that the eyes of the metallic parts seem to follow the base color of the metal entirely, so you will lose the red eyes should you change the colors a little bit. And lastly, it will also change your handle as well. So if you have golden color for the shield's ornaments, you're gonna have a golden handle as well. I don't think that will be a big deal for most people. Now, last but not least, let's look at the helmet. This variant of the helmet has a little dragon, I think. Yep, a dragon up top. The dragon can be colored separately. The helmet has the gold trims separate as well. And then finally, the rest of the silver helmet. It would seem that this hairstyle will be fixed. You would not be able to change the hairstyle, but I don't actually mind. It actually looks pretty. It's a very fluffy hairstyle with lots of volume, and I kind of like that. It's very long as well, down to the waist. All in all, not too bad. With that being said, first impressions of Nova's new outfit are pretty decent, I would say. Like, if you zoom in really close, you will find some areas where you would like for improvement to be made. But other than that, I think in other aspects, it actually delivered pretty well. It's quite close to the concept art. And if anything, I would just say that I wish there were more dyeing channels, but I think that is a fix that can't be delivered that easily because it is a game engine thing. Because every single outfit, every other outfit for every other class only has 3 color channels for their for their gloves, their boots, and their helmets, as well as the weapons as well. The quality is not too bad, pretty on par these days. The main deciding factor will be whether or not you are fine with your underwear not being shortened. So if you have colorful underwear, or if you have chosen to fashion your underwear in a specific way or color, well, this outfit will not display that. So that is one thing to take note. And I guess the second point will be whether or not you can accept the fact that your armor doesn't include your boobs, so your boobs are basically exposed. Why does Nova always get these weird decisions? And with that, we are at the end. If you like Nova and you play Nova, then this will be one of the outfits you should consider. It's pretty good in most aspects, with just the 2 points I've mentioned that require a little bit of thought, namely the underwear and the uncolorable lace parts around the chest, arms, and the thighs. With that being said, thank you for watching.